Hi YouTube, I just wanted to do a quick labor and delivery video. Everything, it's been going well. The girls are doing amazing. They're actually 2 months old now, and they just turned 2 months as of yesterday, which was, no, not yesterday, on Tuesday actually. So they're doing amazing. But yeah, so on January 15th, I went in for a normal, actually January 14th, I went in for a normal appointment. My doctor said, you're 38 weeks. Let's just, you want to be induced? I was like, yeah, I'm exhausted. I was huge. I was 160 pounds. My circumference around my waist was measuring about 47 inches. I was getting tired. I had a 2-year-old, a one-year-old who was turning 2 in January on the 27th. So it was just really crazy. So I went in on January 14th to be induced at 9 p.m. I was set up and hooked up everything by 10, 11-ish. My husband and I we just hung around for a little bit. I told him to go home. The pain started to, I started to feel contractions. It was intense and more and more and more intense. And I was like, you know what? Oh no, I cannot handle this. This natural labor is not going to happen. Because it's like I would have one contraction with one daughter, and then I would have another contraction with another daughter. And it was just like, oh my God. Like, if it was just one, I would be fine. I was like, okay, it's crazy. So then afterwards, I went and asked for the epidural, got the epidural around, say, about 5, 6 in the morning. And I was about maybe 6 or 7 centimeters. I was about 7 centimeters. And I was like, wow, that was quick, because it took 28 hours for me to dilate with my son. It's just crazy. And I was like, all right, okay, give me some time to sleep. I came in, I started to feel a little pressure, but I had an enema. They gave me an enema probably around 12 o'clock on the 14th. And she's like, you're going to feel a little discomfort. You're going to feel like you have to go if, just in case you didn't release everything. So I was like, okay. So I'm thinking the next day, like, wow, the enema's still working. And like, oh man, I have to go. So the doctor comes in and she's like, oh, you're 10 centimeters. I'm like, whoa, that was fast. And mind you, my husband's home, because I'm like, just go home because we're going to be here forever. My husband goes home and he comes back and he's like rushing in. I'm rushing because, you have to deliver in the operating room. We're there in the operating room around 9:15. And then she's like, oh, you could go ahead and push. So we just did a little practice pushes. She was like, you're doing great. We did a practice push. I push, and it took me about 10-15 minutes, and my first daughter was out. Ivy Ray, she weighed about 5 pounds, 6 ounces, 17 and a half inches. She was just the most sweetest little, cutest little thing. And while I'm waiting for my other daughter to be born, I'm doing skin to skin. So minutes have gone by, and still, my daughter's still high up. Isabelle, baby B, is still up. High up, and they're like, the doctors, they're paying attention to Ivy because they're like, oh my gosh, she's just the cutest. And we're waiting. All of a sudden, they take Ivy from me, and my water breaks, and blood start coming, and all I hear is cesarean. And they push my husband out of the room. I'm in complete, utter, I'm just so overwhelmed, and I'm like, what? No, like, this is not what I wanted. No. And the nurses are like, no, this is for the best of for your baby's health, and they're trying to calm me down, but I'm like, no, I just pushed one out. I'm not trying to be cut open. And I'm there, and about around 10:24, I don't remember what happened. And I'm like, what? Hello, like, what's going on? And I'm dazed, but I hear everything that's going on, and I don't hear a cry. And that was the one thing I was waiting for. I didn't hear a cry, and I'm like, where's my baby? And the entire time I'm like, where's my baby? Where's my baby? Where's my baby? Where's my baby? No one's saying anything. After a while, I'm like, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Where's my husband? Where's my husband? And nothing. I don't hear anything. And the nurses are like, we'll be with you in a second. We'll be with you in a second. That's all they can say to me. Probably about 2 hours have gone by. I'm in a recovery room, and my husband comes to me and he's crying. And my husband is not a crier. And if he cries, something is wrong. And I start tearing up. because why are you crying? Are you crying because our babies are being born? Because that's a beautiful thing, yes. I don't understand and expect you to cry. But then I'm like, wait a minute. No, something is not right. And I'm like, where's my babies? Where's my babies? And he's like, Isabelle's not doing well. And I just remember finding out about her and finding out that I'm pregnant with her and finding out I'm pregnant with both of them. And I was just so overwhelmed and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I was so upset. I can't. When I went to the ultrasound, when I first got pregnant, I came home to my husband and I cried because 2 more babies. 2 more. After a miscarriage the month before, 2 more babies. And to hear that my baby basically died is the worst thing in the world. I couldn't go see her. I couldn't. Daddy wanted to touch her. I didn't because I was afraid that I would build a bond with her even more intensely than the bond that I've built with her the 9 months that I've carried her. And, you know, it's just the worst feeling in the world because no one came to me. No doctors, no nurses, and no one came to me and no one said anything to me about my baby. And then to see her hooked to these machines and, you know, everything happened to her. Brain swelling, lung collapse. She had seizures. It was just everything possible. And I just prayed with her and I prayed and I prayed and I asked God to forgive me because I thought I did something wrong. My entire pregnancy, I did everything that I needed to do. I ate well. I drank a crazy amount of water. I didn't even exercise because I was afraid that I would pull a muscle or something. You know, I didn't lift anything other than my 2-year-old, but you know, I didn't lift anything. I didn't do anything that I wasn't supposed to. And I'm sitting here like, why my baby? But by the grace of God, she's doing amazing. Amazing. Like, she's progressing in such a way that, oh my God, you have no idea. She's just such a happy baby. She's constantly smiling. She just loves to cuddle. She's just a sweetheart. And she's just the most amazing thing that could happen to me. And I asked God to forgive me because when I found out I was pregnant, I was ecstatic. When I found out I was having twins, my entire world just collapsed. And I was just so happy that she was doing okay because, you know, it's like I didn't want her. And I felt bad for that because, you know, but she's just so amazing and she's such a wonderful baby. She's just so sweet and she's so loving and she's just amazing. And I thank God. But they're 2 months old now and they're doing amazing. They're nursing. I'm nursing. I'm exclusively pumping every 3 hours. They take anywhere from 4 to 5 ounces. It depends. They're sleeping about 3 hours. We're trying to sleep train, but you know, I'm not really, you know, forcing it. But they're doing amazing, and everything is going well. I'm doing amazing. You know, my cesarean, it was not as bad as I thought that it would be. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I didn't have any tearing from when I delivered my first daughter, when I delivered Ivy, and the scar for the cesarean is just like barely minimum. And then I'm African American, so it's you know, it's a dark line, but it's not really bad. Nothing vitamin E can heal, but it's nothing work compared to what my daughter been through. So my body can go through whatever. But they're doing amazing. I keep saying that. They're doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. My son he's adjusting a little bit. You know, he's 2 years old and he's grasping the idea that he's no longer the only baby in the house, and he's getting the idea. You know, there are days when he wants to kiss them and love them and hug them, and then there are other days when he's like, oh no, we cannot have this. But I don't want this video to be long, but we're doing really, really well. I'm actually down my pregnancy weight, but unfortunately I'm losing weight too fast, and I'm losing too much weight. I know some people are like, go girl, I wish I had that problem. Yeah, but I went from 140 pounds to 130 pounds to 125 pounds, and it's fine, but I still like my 140 because I'm African American. We like our thighs, hips, and butts and everything. So, but yeah, like I said, we're doing good. Everything is fine. As soon as the girls get up, I'll definitely do like an intro video with the girls, and with my son too, so you guys can see how he's grown. Because he's a hot mess sometimes, but he's doing amazing. Any tips and advice that you guys have for me for 3 under 3, please let me know, because I need all the tips I can get. And I just, once again, thank you guys so much for your thoughts, your love, your prayers, and hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.